Hi everyone, this is Troy Hippolito with Returning Client. It's been a while since I did a video. We've been kind of ramping up, helping clients actually get some good results. But today I have something new to show you. We're actually working on a cross-platform method in order to create some omnipresence. We're actually using LinkedIn with traditional email as well as social media together. Again, to get that omni effect, so you can have your stuff on more than one place. And we're actually trying to encourage individuals to actually do personal branding, kind of like what I'm doing here, to offer some value. And so I actually have 5 different campaigns through 3 different channels, again through LinkedIn, through social media, and through traditional email. And so a lot of people say, oh, traditional email's out. And no, you get about a good portion of your responses through traditional email still. And not everyone's going to be on LinkedIn. And so they're going to be on one of those 3 platforms if they're doing any kind of B2B business in most industries. So let's get started. We actually not just updated, but we revamped a lot of these formulas. And I'd just like to kind of show you what we have going on. This one right here is the first campaign. It's the Connect LinkedIn. Second to first campaign. What that means is you're connecting to individuals on your second level through LinkedIn in order to be your first level, and you're sending them a certain cadence here. And with that cadence, you need to know when to stop. If they respond, you need to know when to stop. We have quarterly newsletters and that sort of thing. So we have 2 different connections in case they check your profile out. You might want to send them a connection request. We also have a traditional connection request. We typically use Sales Navigator to specify our target. Once we're connected, we actually send the welcome message, and we don't try to sell or anything like that. We just try to say hello. I actually have a little welcome video on mine, and just kind of present what I'm doing, and it's great to get to know you. And then I may do a follow-up. The follow-up may be based on their profile. And it could be based on a lot of things on the industry and that sort of thing. We actually have up to 3 follow-ups. Some customers want 2 follow-ups, some people want 3. And there's actually a time space between that. And then we have quarterly touch bases every 3 months or so. And so let's go ahead and look at the math on this, on the same campaign. We have those connections, we have the welcome, we're not checking back any days, and then we're actually not waiting any days, to send that. And if you don't send a welcome message, you really can't send the follow-up messages. So be aware of that. 4 to 7 days, and then 7 to 9 days after. So it's almost like a short week, and then a week and a half, and then a week and a half to 2 weeks for the third, if you do the third. And then you have the first and second quarterly follow-up. You might notice that we're doing 60 days. That's not quite a quarter, but since we're following a sequence, that time span seems to be the most appropriate. A very good thing to kind of comment is that these quarterly touch bases are reused for another campaign as well as part of a streamlining. Kind of the less is better, and doing things at the proper time to the proper individuals. Now, looking at this right here, we have an example of the welcome message. Every single message has a formula. What to do, what not to do, avoid selling, how to post information, where to do things, what happens after, step-by-step process, and even an example message here. And so that's actually my example message, and like I said, I have a little video here, and the video actually shows up in the LinkedIn message if you have a link like that. And then we have a booking call link at the bottom as well. So we actually have our writers produce content for our clients, and underneath that, I'm not going to scroll down there, is a space for the writers to kind of produce their actual welcome message. And again, it's based on the onboarding document or the intake documents given. So that actually is the connection campaign. The other one is, one other campaign is your existing campaign. These are the first level people that are already in before you're doing campaigns. If you do not reach out to these individuals, it's actually like leaving money on the table, and you don't want to do that. You'll notice that we have a touch base, which is that first message, and then we have these quarterly touch bases. These quarterly touch bases are exactly the same messages that were sent prior because it makes sense to do that. And so you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, and you're not getting in all the directions and kind of keeping things in order. So we're actually reusing those messages and to send people because it is going to their first level, all their connections. We have happy birthday, anniversary, and job change. What we call event messages. Those messages are actually important because you send a happy birthday message, you may be able to sneak in your signature, which may a one-liner saying what you're doing, and a booking link. When they say that gives you a chance to review their content or the messages within that LinkedIn Messenger, and also review their actual profile. If you see a connection, you may want to reach back out to them after they say thank you, because they're open at that point, and saying, hey, I noticed you do A, B, and C. This is what I'm doing. Would it make sense to help? And that's a good way to convert. Now that's actually very important because this whole campaign here, this existing campaign, produces on average about 20% of your business. If you send out 50 event messages a week and you get two yeses, 2 interested, and 2 interested a week is 8 is 8 a month. And if you're able to convert 1 out of 8, that's additional customer you could have per month. And it depends. Certain industries have bigger ticket items, and it may be over a course of 2 to 3 months. But the point is, it's very important to reach out to your current network, or keep contact with them. The third one, and I'm going fast because I only have a few minutes before I have a 10-minute span, so I can't up on LinkedIn. So forgive me. But the third is actually InMail. We do a one-shot. InMail costs credits, and you get 20 credits a month through Sales Navigator. We're able to get around that. And if you want to have a meeting with me, I'll tell you about totally legit. But we're able to send 20, 30 InMail messages a day without any repercussions or negative happening. What we do is we kind of target, we figure out who's on the open, and that way you can use your InMail credits for whoever you want. A one-shot deal reaches out to third-level people that you normally can't reach, and so that comes to about 15% of your business goes through that. All right, so we'll have two more before we can go through here. And posting LinkedIn social media campaign. This is actually a social media campaign. We're able to post actually on that social media thread, and we do that daily. And we actually have likes to add some additional information, and we endorse connections, and we do that primarily for favors. Once we connect with endorse someone, they say thank you for endorsing. You can either ask them for endorsement, or you can say, hey, can you take a look at this post? If you like it, share it on your network. That's one way to boost some of your posts. So going back on posting, this is an example. You tend to want to do videos like this under 10 minutes. They get the most likes. Actually uploading the video, and here's an example of what we're doing. We're incorporating 2 to 3 hashtags in that information. I get about 150 to 500 on average. I've gotten up to 10,000 on a single post. So at 10,000 views on a single post equals about 10 meetings for me. So, and the fifth thing is actually email. And so email is traditional email. It's a 4-drip. We actually pull it from your Sales Navigator, and we enrich that actual email, and we send that out. We don't have a super high response rate, but we always get about 2 to 3 responses a day, and that adds up, and that equivalents to about 10 to 20% of your new customers taking in. So again, we have LinkedIn, we have direct email, and then we have social media. I hope you like this, and reach back out to me if you'd like to talk. Have a great day. Bye-bye.